Welcome to the OSCO LC brake users tutorial. Today we're going to go over the use of everyday driving in your Toyota Land Cruiser with OSCO Land Cruiser brakes on it. So the first step you're going to want to do is verify that all your doors are shut completely. That way, if you've got your door switches wired into the system, it'll allow you to start it. So the next thing you're going to want to do is start up your engine. And after that, you'll verify that your parking brake red button here is pushed in. And you'll have a solid red light on. After that, all you got to do is twist this button. You can see there's arrows on here. Twist the button. Now that red light will flash until the system pressure is achieved. Once the light goes solid green, you're good to drive away. Your parking brake is released. Prior to exiting the vehicle and shutting the vehicle off, you're going to want to get in the habit of applying the parking brake before exiting the vehicle. So it's a good habit to get into, to pressing that button. So another nice feature the system has incorporated into it is if you forget to push your red button when you turn the vehicle off, it will automatically set the parking brake for you. So right now I'm going to shut the engine off with the key and pull the key out of the ignition. And now my parking brake is automatically set. Yes, you don't see any lights here, but because there's no power to the pump pack, it releases the pressure and sets your parking brake. Okay, so now you're going to want to get back in the truck and start the engine. Now, as you can see, the red light is on, which means that the park brake is still applied. So now, if you try to release the park brake, you cannot do that. So what you have to do is press the red knob in. That way the system gets reset, and then you can turn your knob to release the brakes. Now for this feature, I'm going to leave the engine running and act like a driver that's just getting out of the vehicle to go talk to somebody or do something. So with the system pressurized, as you can see, the parking brake is released. The vehicle could roll away right now. I'm just going to open my door and get out. And as you can see, the parking brake automatically applied because we have our wires hooked into our door switches behind the dash cluster. So that's another great safety feature. And once again, before getting back into the vehicle and starting, you would need to reset your red button before restarting. There are no additional processes or procedures to follow in normal operation of the LC brake system. So the next thing we're going to go over is how to use the tow mode feature, which will help you release the brakes if you are to lose engine pressure, engine power. So the tow mode feature of the pump pack provides the ability to disengage the park brake in the event engine oil pressure is lost, engine failure. All braking functions are still available to the operator. This allows the vehicle to be towed for service. So with your battery in the on position, because you would still have battery power, you're going to want to push the park brake button in. And then all you're going to do is press and release the tow mode button. And you'll see the flashing and hear it as well. Then you can go ahead and turn your red button. And now your brakes are released without engine power being in operation. Therefore, you can now be towed out and not have to be dragged out of the mine. Now, should the vehicle start on its own, or start when you've got the tow mode function enabled, your engine oil pressure is regained, the tow mode feature will automatically disengage and normal operation will resume, as I'm going to show you here just by starting the engine. See, the indicator lights on the dash panel display that the system is ready for operation. The green light stops flashing and will remain on continuously. Now from here we'll go on to the error codes that can flash in the red light area here if you were to have some system trouble. Alright, the next section we're going to go over is our troubleshooting section. There are 4 different error codes that our dash panel will provide if there's an issue with the system. So you will see the red light flash either 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, or 4 times, depending on what error code is flashing. And also, just a point of advice, on the pump pack cover is a list of the error codes and resolutions to fix those. So I'll mimic some here so that you can see what they look like. So the first one, I'm going to turn this, and our system didn't start up. Now you see I've got 1 flash, and then it pauses, and then 1 flash again. That's because the system is not recognizing engine oil pressure. So the solutions for that is either the vehicle's not on, there's low engine oil, or you need to check out the oil pressure switch might be faulty. Alright, so the second error code that we have is when the red light flashes 2 times, and that means that the system is not achieving hydraulic pressure within 30 seconds. In other words, the system may have a leak and the vehicle cannot be driven, so please seek service. Alright, so this error code, the red light is flashing 3 times, but as you can see the green light is still solid. That's because this error means that there is a slow leak. This error code means that the premium pump pack is having to cycle frequently to maintain pressure. However, the vehicle can still be driven, but it is recommended to seek service as soon as possible. Alright, so for the 4th error code, as you can see the red light's flashing 4 times. That means that the vehicle door is open. Be sure that all your doors are completely shut. You may then reset the error by pressing the park brake button in, and then attempt to release the brakes again by turning the button. If the same problem persists, then please seek service. Now, as you can see on the premium pump pack cover plate, you've got a quick operator's guide, and down at the bottom where you see the green and red is where it's going to show you your error codes and solutions for taking care of that.